Hi, my name's Seth Castile with Underwater Dogs.
I'm John Paul DeGioia, the JP and John Paul pet.
Welcome to the One Picture Saves a Life workshop. Cue the music. With so many adoptions starting online, a great picture can make or break a pet's chances of finding a forever home.
As a pet enters a shelter, they get a photo taken. Not the most desirable photo, but that's the one that they use to try and become adopted. We believe every homeless pet should be well groomed and represented with a very positive, classy photograph.
Today we're going to teach you some grooming and photography tips so you can go to your local animal shelter and save the lives of homeless pets. One of our John Paul Pet expert groomers is here to show us how to make dogs and cats feel and look their best. And I'm here to show you some proven photography tips on how you can photograph shelter pets to find them forever loving homes. You don't need to be a professional photographer. You don't even have to know anything about photography. You just have to have a dedication to help and a passion for animals.
Give us a helping hand to make them look their very best. You can make truly a big difference and give as well as save.
I promise you, when you leave here, you are going to have the tools you need to go out there, take pictures, and save the lives of homeless pets.
One picture definitely saves a life.
During this workshop, we'd love to see the pictures that you're taking. Log on to Instagram, #OnePictureSaves, so we can add them to our tour gallery.
Let's help them put their best paw forward.
Take a picture.
Get involved.
Volunteers wanted.
Groomers wanted.
Photographers wanted.
From all of us to all of you, bless you, peace, love, and happiness, and let's make them photo perfect. One picture saves a life.
One picture saves a life. To get things started, we're going to get into photography here in a minute, but really the first step is talking about grooming. So I want to welcome Master Groomer Joey Villani. You may recognize Joey from Animal Planet TV shows Groomer Has It, Dogs 101. He's also a host of Animal Radio, and he's an expert groomer. He's here to share some tips with us today. We're going to bring little Coco up on stage, and we're going to show you guys how to use some of these products, and I'm going to help Joey out. Yeah, everybody welcome Joey.
Well, first, thank you. I want to thank St. Hubert to this magnificent location here. This place is like over the top, it's beautiful. And everyone who came out to volunteer, because as we know, you people are the first step of getting all these wonderful pets adopted. Now, I've been a pet groomer for 39 years, and what we're going to do is, I know my way around the dog, and it's real easy for me, but what we're going to do is make it real easy for you, and also for the people who adopt out the pets, make it easy for them to be able to keep the pet clean, look good, and hopefully clean them up and to give them a great picture so they get adopted a lot quicker. So we're going to bring Coco up, who's probably going to be the star of the day here.
Coco! Sitting up at the table.
That's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Coco. Come here. Oh, yes.
So I've used all these products on myself before, but I'm not going to do that today because I'll mess my hair up. So we're just going to use these on Coco. She's volunteered.
Okay, I just want to get Coco secure. I think Coco was a owner surrender, and from what I hear, she just came in maybe a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of days ago. First thing I want to do is I don't know this dog, and it's the same thing with you guys. If you don't know the pet, let's get a little bit comfortable first before we start handling her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just feel her out a little bit. I'm going to start working in the back. And the first thing I'm going to use here is John Paul Pet has a waterless foam shampoo. And we're going to apply that directly to the coat. Now I can work this in a number of ways. I can work this in with my hand. And I want to get it in there good. I don't want to oversaturate, but work it in real good. And what this is going to help do is a number of things. It's going to help lift all the dirt and oil to the top. And anytime I'm brushing out my pet, basically what I want to do is I want to apply something that's almost going to be used as a, it's okay, honey, you could stand, don't be shy. Let's go camera shy. Something that's going to be used almost as a lubricant in case there's any small knots and tangles that we got to work through, because it'll be easier on the pet, and also it'll help lift the dirt and oil a lot easier. Okay, once I get this in pretty good, I'm going to take my brush, depending on the dog's coat. Now, she has a little bit of coat here, not too much, but I do want to work it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go against the grain first, so I can work it in real good, lift the dirt and oil. Actually, it's looking clean already. You like that?
Now we're preparing Coco for her glamour shot. That's what's going on here. That's what's happening. I mean, the appearance of shelter pets is such an important part of the adoption process. You know, some dogs, some cats are going to need grooming more desperately than others. But certainly in the photographs, you can tell dogs are matted and tangled and they have teardrops and all these things. These products, I mean, I had a chance to use them all a couple of weeks ago, and it really does make a difference for a lot of dogs and a lot of cats. Because if you take a picture of a dog that looks pretty mangy, or a cat that looks extremely mangy, you know, I don't know, even the most amazing photographer may not get that right shot. So definitely embracing these products. And it's nice because you don't have to have an actual, you know, a bathtub to do this.
Exactly. So this one makes it so easy for any type of rescue organization or shelter, is I can do this anywhere. I can do it right outside on the ground if I needed to. And I don't know if you guys can actually see that from back there, but if you look, when we're done here, if you look close, you can actually see it really is brightening up the coat. It actually smells great. I wish you guys could smell that from back there, but you'll get your chance.
Smells
There's a
pretty
nice
good.
like almond smell.
And think about this, I know a lot of folks are here for photography, but also grooming too. You know, when you're volunteering, there's so many ways to be a part of the process. Whether you're taking pictures, whether you're handling the dogs, whether you're working with the cats as the photographer's taking pictures, or whether you're taking the dogs for a walk and preparing them for the pictures, or you're doing this. You know, later on I'm going to talk about the importance of teamwork, teaming up when you go in to volunteer. And through that process, somebody's evaluating the dog comes out, hey, maybe I can just kind of clean this dog up for half a second using a couple of these products, take the dog for a walk, have some social time, and then we take a picture. So it really kind of comes in handy.
The next thing I'm going to do, once I work that in, and I'm actually going to probably just do one side of this guy this morning because I have to redo it again this afternoon. While this is drying a little bit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to the eye and ear wipes. Now these are wonderful. I use these on actually my pets at home. They make it real easy. And one thing I do want to say, they're disposable, so what we don't want to do is contaminate. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the ears, and I'm going to go in the ear canal lightly. I'm not going to go too far with my fingers because actually, if you look at Coco, has a little bit of an infection starting, but this is definitely going to help it out. It's actually going to make it smell a little bit better as well, because I don't know, as most people know, when especially Cocker Spaniels, when they get ear infections, sometimes they get a little bit of odor to them. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my eye wipe, and I don't know if you guys can see down there, but she does have a lot of gook in her eyes, and I'm going to just lightly keep working it, moistening it, and it actually takes it right away. Yeah, she seems to like it. You like this, don't you? Now, especially the face. I mean, when you're adopting a dog out, remember the main thing people are going to look at that they fall in love with is the dog's face. So that's, you want to get that nice and clean.
Especially the eyes. We'll
Especially
talk about
the
the
eyes.
importance of eyes. You know, and I joke around, I mean, sometimes you can use Photoshop to alter a picture if the dog isn't looking perfect. You know, you can clone out some sleep and that kind of thing. But still, if someone sees that picture, they come in, they want to meet the dog. If the dog actually looks really good, hey, that's a good thing. So.
Now this is the body and the paw wipe. What I like to do, now Coco was a little bit, you know, too dirty just to use this by itself, but what I want to do is I'm going to go back over her now, because whatever the foam lifted, this is going to help take off, but you can also use this just to wipe down the pet, just to wipe around the feet. You got any mud, anything, just for a quick cleanup, and it works actually really, really well. I want to admit, I take this away with me and I use this on myself. It's the truth. Okay. No, this is the body wipe. It's a little bit different. It's made just to lift the dirt and oil off of the coat itself, and then just give a nice little brushing in.
Yeah, when these pets are groomed in the shelters, I mean, so many people can just envision them being in their home when they look like they're ready to come home with you. Sometimes it's amazing. I mean, people can get really turned off by a dog who's just in the back looking grumpy and sad and is all kind of matted. But if you have a dog that's feeling clean and feeling better and looking like he or she wants to come home with you, it really makes such a difference.
Well, that's true. I mean, in the grooming salon, we notice that. We notice when dogs come in before they're groomed, and then when they go home, and you can actually, I mean, no one could tell me that they don't feel better just by the way they act. And it's not by just a client coming in knowing their owner's good. There's immediately, when you're getting ready to take them off the table, they feel good. So there's this little bit of pampering and also handling of the pet is going to make it a lot nicer and a lot probably lot happier to go out and want to meet some people. Now, always, anytime you clean a pet, you should always condition. Okay, and this is going to do a couple of things. It's not only going to help condition the coat, it's also going to give a little bit of a shine. And the reason why I say that it's more of a scientific thing, when you clean a coat, it leaves a positive charge on the coat. When you condition, it goes back to negative where it should be. So you're not going to have a lot of static that way. So that's why when people just shampoo their hair and sometimes it's standing out, well, there's a scientific reason behind it. But what we're going to do is I'm going to cover Coco's eyes, and I'm going to give her a real nice spray. And I'm going to work that in real good. And it's going to remove any dander. It's going to give a little bit of a shine, which is going to enhance the picture. Now, really important, you want to be able to see your pet's face. So when you're doing this for a photo, pull it back, just so it's off of the face, so you can get a nice... Right, Coco?
I'm just using some of this shampoo.
It works good, huh?
It's good.
Looks like it holds pretty well, too, there.
Yeah. That's my secret on getting the volume with the hairstyle.
And then John Paul Pett has given us these great bandanas, and I just think that was just a nice little extra touch.
And the secret psychology of the grooming, too, just like the photograph, is it may not occur to people when they're looking to adopt a pet, but secretly they know somebody has taken the effort to do this. And by doing that, they say, wow, someone's actually caring enough to go make this effort to find this dog or cat a home. And people know that, like, wow, this could be a really special dog or a special cat. So when they can acknowledge that, they may not point it out, but somewhere in there, they're realizing that someone's gone above and beyond to really try to save the life of this pet. So that's what's great about it.
Well, so we got a dog that actually feels. I mean, you could tell from both sides.
Yeah.
So if you have someone there, they're not gonna shy off. You know what? You want them to get down and feel the pet. So a clean pet, it's a happy pet, it's a happy adoption, and you know what? Everyone's happy at the end of the day. Any questions from anyone? Yes.
Would you do the same with a short-haired dog?
Absolutely the same. The only difference may be depending on how short the coat is. I may not want to use the brush. I may just want to use I can use the wipes or I can use the towel to go over it. And because sometimes wherever my brush, just here it is. This might be, the bristles may be a little bit too long to actually, get down and do a proper job. But absolutely the same. Same thing for cats. This works really good. This works really good on cat, and it works really good on cat odor as well. Yes.
How about the other way? Dogs like Samoyeds that have that double fur.
Well, it's a quick cleaning system. Nothing will ever replace soap and water. That's one thing that you want to remember. But this is the closest thing that you're going to get. And yes, it will work really good for a double-coated dog. Now, on a double-coated dog, what I would do is I would put the product in a little at a time, and I would actually work it in like this because I want to get it in real deep. And depending on how heavy the coat is, because you don't know the condition that the pet's going to come in. The heavier it is, the heavier the double coat. Just work it down in, go back over it, and section it off little by little. So what I would do is I would start maybe on the rump, work down, and keep moving forward, working down, do the opposite side head last.
Joey, I love this. Smells so good. I mean, if you meet a pet for the first time, thinking about adopting the pet, and the pet smells good, that could be, I mean, it could have an effect on you don't even realize. For example, if I was going to go on a date with a girl and she smelled terrible, I'd be like, I don't know if I want to be on this date anymore. But if she smelled really good, I'd be like, maybe the date goes on for a little longer. Just to kind of give you an example.
Any other questions? Yes, sir.
You did mention the cats, that was one of the questions. The other question is, what happened to the dirt and the dander?
The dirt and the dander will either float down onto the table, or I have it on my wipes.
But it's falling off, you're saying it's falling off.
Absolutely, because what it does, what the product will do, will break it up, and then as you brush it, so the more the brushing and combing, the stimulation actually helps the whole process because it's going to continue to work it through. So you're agitating it. So eventually, as it dries, it's just going to float off because I'm bringing it to the surface. Yes.
I imagine this cocker is probably used to being groomed. Our cats, my cat would not enjoy being groomed at all.
You know,
Like, touch his back, he's not happy.
every pet is going to be different. I mean, we lucked out. I just met Coco about 15 minutes ago. And it worked out real well, thank God, because I'm doing a demonstration here. But you know what? Sometimes, and for the pet's sake, especially a cat, you're going to need two people. You may need someone, to scruff the cat and hold it, but without overstressing it. You don't want to overstress. But sometimes you're going to need that. Sometimes you're going to just need someone, to hold the pet's head because maybe they're a little rambunctious and happy, that sort of thing. But every pet's, that's the individual that you're going to have to deal with.
And it's the same with photography, Some dogs are excited to get their picture taken, or some dogs are too excited to get their picture taken. Some dogs are excited at all to get their picture taken. And the same applies with cats. So sometimes teaming up, having patience, you're going to come across a variety of personalities and situations with these shelter pets. So you just have to kind of find a way to work through it. But definitely patience.
Can we take another question?
Yeah.
Yes.
These products are online? Where can you buy them?
John Paul Pet, they're online. Also, they're in a number of stores as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in your handouts, too, there's information about all the products in your handouts.
Yeah, they really are. They're remarkable products. And when we get a chance, if you can actually feel Coco, there's a big difference just by feeling and also smelling both sides. I was, actually surprised that she smells as good as she does, being that as dirty as she was, and she smells great, actually. There's also samples on the table in the back. When you leave, please stop at the table and get some, okay, so you could try them on your own pet, friends. There's some of the dogs out here, cats. Anyone else? Well, Coco thanks you. Okay,
Thank you, Coco.
and hopefully someone's going to take Coco home today in this room, besides me. So someone please, because I have 4 already. I'm a foster failure. Every time we foster, we keep. So. Okay.
Cool. Hey, round of applause for Joey, guys.